Tonight, we report on how a Quincy police sergeant is appealing a protection order and how two Moses Lake women were injured last night in a collision on I-90. What's going on in sports, Bob?
If Raider boys golf picks up a win on the links, stick around to find out who was the low-round medalist. Let's take a peek at our Weather Center forecast.
Hi everyone, a low pressure system continuing to impact part of our region, but will it linger around for the next few days? Well, I will have all the details for you in a bit.
I'm Alan Troop. Stay tuned for all of this and much more on iFIBER 1 News.
From the iFIBER 1 HD studio here in the heart of the Columbia Basin, this is iFIBER 1 News. Your #1 source for local news, sports headlines, and our very own Weather Center forecast covering the entire Columbia Basin. This is iFIBER 1 News, and it starts now.
A Quincy police sergeant is appealing the protection order against him. Brian Chase, the attorney for Sergeant Dan Dops, is appealing, visiting Lincoln County District Court Judge Joshua Grant's decision to issue the protection order. The order prevents Dops from contacting or keeping Clerk Diana Gonzalez under surveillance, but it doesn't prevent him from being near her. Chase previously said the judge wouldn't wait for his client to get back from a vacation. Dops denies the allegation and has returned from his vacation to file an appeal. Dops allegedly threatened Gonzalez on March 11th after she complained to Police Chief Bob Heimbach about a detective. The chief reportedly assigned Dops to handle Gonzalez's problem. Later in the day, she was sitting at her desk when she reportedly heard Dops walk behind her and say, "Snitches get stitches," while holding a knife. Grant County held its 21st Mayor's Prayer Breakfast this morning. Reporter Sean Wells has the story.
People were flooding to Big Bend Community College's ATEC building this morning for the 21st Annual Mayor's Prayer Breakfast. Inside, people were greeted with a song from Moses Lake Christian Academy's Stretto. People of all ages enjoyed the music and morning prayer.
The message of today's prayer breakfast is to create community unity, to bring everyone together to have spiritual thankfulness for what's going on in our areas.
Prayer goers enjoyed their breakfast as Moses Lake Mayor Dick Dean helped introduce the keynote speaker, David Kruger.
He was recommended by someone locally in the community, and as it turns out, he is a local community member, born and raised here in Moses Lake, graduated from Moses Lake, and I attribute our great attendance to the speaker that we've chosen today.
To the heart and soul this morning.
Kruger currently serves as a chaplain to the PGA Golf Tour and PGA Champions Tour. Previously, he served for both the Baltimore Orioles and Baltimore Ravens.
So God's blessings to all of you.
For iFIBER 1 News, this is Sean Wells.
Thanks, Sean. A stolen Subaru struck a Cadillac on Interstate 90 last night, causing both vehicles to roll sideways off the highway and left two elderly women injured. The silver 2011 Subaru Forester was heading west on I-90 when it struck the rear of a maroon 2008 Cadillac STS going the same direction, about 10 miles west of Moses Lake. According to the Washington State Patrol, both drivers lost control and their vehicles rolled off the highway, ending up on their wheels. The driver of the stolen Subaru was allegedly Jared Vanden Bosch, a 21-year-old Snohomish man. The State Patrol stated he reportedly fled the scene on foot and was later caught and arrested for possession of a stolen vehicle and hit and run. Gloria Rodriguez, a 66-year-old Moses Lake woman, was driving the Cadillac. She was injured and taken to Samaritan Hospital for treatment. Her passenger was Olga Hernandez, a 70-year-old Moses Lake woman who was seriously injured and flown to Harborview Medical Center in Seattle. The State Patrol has not disclosed the official cause of the collision and stated the case remains under investigation. Now let's take a look at people currently being sought out by the Grant County Sheriff's Office.
This is Sheriff Tom Jones with the Grant County Sheriff's Office. Each of the people you see here have a warrant for their arrest. If you see any of these people, we ask you do not attempt to detain or apprehend them, but call us at 509-762-1160 or send us an email at crimetips@co.grant.wa.us. If the person is presenting a danger, call 911. With your help, we can bring these people to justice and make our community safer.
We will be back after this.
Hey, how do you TDM?
Fish taco.
Chicken burrito. No. Chicken taco. I mean,
I want fire on my burrito. I want jalapenos. I want habanero sauce. I want it hot, hot, hot.
rice, beans, lettuce, tomato, and that is it.
I like nachos. I like nachos.
2 pork tacos with creamy chipotle sauce, and make it a combo.
Love fish tacos.
Gotta be fresh, gotta be fast, gotta be to go, gotta get out of here.
Stop by today and TDM with our new creamy chipotle sauce.
At Moses Lake Community Health Center, we have had the privilege to serve the local communities since 1978.
What I like about working at this clinic more than any other clinic that I've worked at is the patient care. With the patient care team that we've assembled, it allows us to take care of these many facets of the patient and their family's needs.
Please take the opportunity to experience the high-quality care provided at our clinics.
Hello everyone, I'm Chastelyn Rodriguez from your One News Weather Center, brought to you by your Bud Clary Toyota dealer. Toyota, let's go places. A low pressure system slowly exiting our region by Wednesday, bringing us a better Thursday. A gradual increase in temperatures throughout the week. Now we will have a nice Thursday during the day. However, overnight we're expecting a possibility of some showers, unfortunately. Alfredo, within the past 24 hours, the high 69 degrees, which is the average for this time of year, and the low slightly above the average at 47. Sun setting at 8:16 p.m. and for Moses Lake, the high 70 degrees, that's slightly below the average for this time of year, and the low 42. Sun setting at 8:15 p.m. And right now, outside your door, our current temperatures in the mid-60s, mostly cloudy skies. The dew point around 35, and those winds coming in from the northwest around 11 miles per hour. That low pressure system slowly exiting our region, bringing us drier conditions and a better Thursday. However, that would be short-lived, because coming into Thursday, another system is heading our way, bringing us showers, possibility of some thunderstorms, and even mountain snow towards the Cascades. Let's take a look at our temperatures. 66 Seattle, those clear skies, and for Olympia, 67 mostly cloudy skies for Wednesday afternoon. And Yakima, 71 partly cloudy, and towards the inland northwest from the upper 50s to the lower 60s, partly cloudy skies. And towards our Columbia Basin, temperatures from the upper 60s to the lower 70s. Moses Lake, 70 degrees with those clear skies. Ephrata as well, 70. Bridgeport, partly cloudy skies, 68. And towards Quincy, 69 degrees. Let's take a look at our extended forecast for the week. Sunshine on Wednesday, 70, and Thursday, partly cloudy, 72. However, we're expecting overnight showers Thursday into Friday. Friday, mostly cloudy with a decrease in temperatures, only 65 degrees. And then Saturday, it will remain around 65, mostly cloudy. But then back into Sunday, temperatures return to the 70-degree mark, mostly cloudy skies. And towards the beginning of the work week, temperatures 73, partly cloudy. And then on Tuesday, mostly cloudy. However, temperatures will be close to the 80-degree mark. So we're expecting pretty nice conditions this weekend, starting Sunday into Tuesday. This segment was brought to you by your Bud Clary Toyota dealer. Toyota, let's go places. We'll be right back with sports. Thank you all for being with us. Have a great night.
It's been called the most inspiring vehicle ever made, boasting a 5-star safety rating and named as a top safety pick. It's also done more to help our environment than any other car in the world. It's Toyota's Prius. Now with your choice of the regular model, the larger Prius V, or the smaller Prius C, saving fuel, reducing harmful CO2 emissions, and offered to you with excellent savings. Toyota's Prius family. Drive one today at any of your Inland Empire Toyota dealers. Toyota. Let's go places.
Are you worried that your home might not meet today's safety standards? Eastern Washington Home Inspection standards for home safety are among the highest in the industry. We provide the highest level of inspection service and provide a detailed report with digital photos of any structural damage or other problems that might make your home unsafe. Our head inspector, Dennis Chamberlain, along with his son Cody, are fully qualified inspectors who make your safety their priority. We inspect for your peace of mind. Call us at 509-347-6425.
Welcome back. I'm Bob Kirkpatrick with today's sports. Ephrata Boys Golf picked up a win on the links at the Lakeview Golf and Country Club in Soap Lake Monday. The Tigers hosted the home meet with Prosser and Sela and finished with a 17-stroke advantage. Ephrata ended the round of golf with a team score of 330. The Vikings placed second with 347, and the Mustangs brought up the rear with 363. The Tigers' Aaron Whalen was the low-round medalist with a 1/72 on the par 71 course. Will the Seattle Seahawks opt to trade out of the first round of Thursday's NFL draft to get more picks in the later rounds? That's a conundrum General Manager John Schneider must solve, as the team only has 6 selections in the draft. For a team that has found so much success stockpiling middle-round picks and finding gems with those selections, that's a paltry amount for the Seahawks and Schneider. The Super Bowl champion Seahawks hold the number 32 pick in the first round, but it's what the Seahawks lack after the first round that stands out. Having only 6 selections heading into the draft makes for the fewest for Seattle since 2006, when the Seahawks also made just 6 picks. It appears that connections in high places don't mean much in the world of men's college basketball. Craig Robinson, the brother of First Lady Michelle Obama, has been fired as the coach at Oregon State. He had the job for 6 seasons and failed to make the NCAA tournament once. After going 14-18 in the 2012-13 season, the Beavers were just 16-16 this past season, including 8-10 in the Pac-12. The proposed $765 million settlement of NFL concussion claims is under attack again, this time by retirees who say they won't get anything for their residual health problems. 7 former players asked to intervene in the court case in Philadelphia, saying the plan doesn't offer anything to men who can still work but suffer from headaches, personality changes, and other side effects. Well, that's it for sports. We'll be right back after this.
Well, one thing I knew from being a patient myself was that a dental office is a scary place to come to. And so we wanted everything possible to make sure that our office is a comfortable place for our patients to visit. The patients that I have, my clients, have made me a part of this community, and we want to give back in every way possible.
My mom was never comfortable in any of her chairs. Getting in and out of them was hard on her joints. We found a solution at In-Home Medical. They have a great selection of lift chairs. Many cost less than national brand recliners. Some even featuring heating and vibration for added comfort. They can take her from a flat sleeping position to nearly standing. We found everything she needs for a much better quality of life at In-Home Medical.
Our spotlight story tonight is about how Grant County residents can effectively grow vegetable gardens as weather gets warmer. Here's Jeff Chu with the story.
Now's the time for those who want to break ground in the vegetable garden. Mona Kaiser, a volunteer gardening advisor for Washington State University Extension's Grant Adams Area Master Gardeners, shared some tips for healthy, productive food gardens. First, don't plant warm season crops too early.
WSU considers frost-free for Eastern Washington from May 15th through October 15th. And those are really important dates to plant your garden by.
What's safe to plant now?
Actually, cucumbers can be put in the ground, seeds can be put in the ground, corn, beans, the cucumbers, your squash. And now cucumbers or squash could freeze yet. Now, tomatoes, peppers, I'd hold those off till the end of the month.
Planting warm season starts too soon can set the plants back and not get you ahead of the game, according to Kaiser. Other tips: a garden plot should be located where it will get at least 6 hours of sun a day. The most common question master gardeners get is how to grow good tomatoes. It all depends on your taste and why you are growing them.
Most people grow tomatoes. We're kind of trying to outdo each other with tomatoes. And the biggest problem I think that you have with tomatoes is when now we have this hot weather, people are pumping up their water. People let their tomatoes dry out and then water them a whole bunch, and that drains the calcium out of the soil, and then you get the blossom end rot. If you don't straighten out your watering the way you water, consistently keeping the soil moist, not wet, but moist.
She named some popular tomato varieties around Grant County.
Aroma that I like, I have tried some new ones this year. Early Girl's good, it's just that it hasn't been in my garden real good, and it's probably because we don't like each other or so. Better Boy, I've liked Better Boy. 4th of July is a nice tomato.
One of the gardener's biggest decisions is what seeds to buy.
Try to get varieties that have resistance to disease.
If you choose to use chemical fertilizer, Kaiser recommends brands with a low nitrogen rating to keep foliage down and increase vegetable productivity. For those looking for vegetable plant starts, the Master Gardener's annual plant sale takes place at the season opening of Moses Lake Farmers Market. The sale to raise money to help support the Master Gardener's work runs from 8 a.m. to noon Saturday at Moses Lake's McCosh Park on Dogwood Street at 4th Avenue. I'm Jeff Chu for iFIBER 1 News.
We will be right back after this.
A massage at Not Release Therapies is far more than mere luxury. We strive to improve your health and well-being in the process. The stress of everyday life adds up and can cause depression, even bodily harm. That's why our professionals make it their mission to rejuvenate your body and mind. Enjoy the benefits of body wraps, sunless airbrush tanning, aroma steam therapy, and much more. In our opinion, everyone deserves a day of relaxation and peace of mind. Not Release Therapies in Moses Lake, where relaxation means good health.
When Othello resident Alex dreamed of earning his bachelor's degree, he followed those dreams to Whitworth in Spokane. But now there's a shortcut through Moses Lake. If you have your AA degree or 2 years of college completed, you can now earn your Whitworth degree in Moses Lake at Big Bend Community College. Classes meet just 2 evenings and 1 Saturday every 6 weeks. If you share Alex's dream to complete your degree, visit whitworth.edu/Moses Lake for details.
Big Bend Community College is presenting its 8th annual Educate during the Big Bend Latino Education Fair on Friday. Educate runs from 4:30 p.m. to 8 p.m. in the ATEC building at Big Bend. It is free to the public. The event promotes access to higher education for Latinos and informs attendees in English and Spanish about programs and services available at Big Bend Community College. Workshops cover topics such as financial aid, academic support services, Running Start, professional and technical programs, English language courses, citizenship class information, and more. In Northwest news, a pair of long-lost twins found each other again after 7 decades apart. The two women were separated as babies, one growing up in Britain and the other in the U.S. Reporter Kimberly Evans has more on their emotional reunion in Oregon.
Is that my sister?
They talk like sisters, ones who have known each other their entire lives.
And that's Anne. And that's, yeah.
But these twins just met for the first time in 78 years.
Shock, really, and I was like that. I was certainly in a daze.
Both were born in England in 1936. When their father left, their unmarried mother made a difficult decision. She raised Elizabeth, but put Anne up for adoption.
Well, my mum, well, you know, she doted on me, so I mean, I was a lucky child, really.
It wasn't until about a year ago, with a push from her own daughter, that Anne did a little digging. Together, they found she had a twin sister now living in Oregon. So Anne wrote a letter and sent it off to Elizabeth in Albany.
I received this letter. I opened it right away. Dear Mrs. Elizabeth Hamill, I'm writing to you as I'm searching for a family connection.
After that, a little talking and a lot of traveling brought them face to face just a few days ago.
It was really, really, you know, made everything tick.
And now they say they won't let distance or time
I have the one that's on British Mean Time.
separate them again.
We don't rush the future, do we, Sid? Oh, well, you can't tell what's going to happen in the future, but I'm sure we'll keep in touch for the rest of our lives.
What looks like a giant egg beater sitting in an irrigation canal near Sela is a turbine testing the potential to generate electricity from the water moving through the Yakima Basin canals. The equipment was first installed in the Rosa Canal last August by Vancouver, British Columbia-based InStream Energy Systems. Engineers will continue to monitor this turbine this summer. The Yakima Herald-Republic reports the Energy Department and Bureau of Reclamation are interested in the study because of the possibility for similar projects throughout the West. The turbines can be added to canals with minimal environmental impacts. As the election season is upon us, some candidates make mistakes in trying to get their message out to voters. A candidate in California for Fresno City Council tried to make a point about urban blight and ended up potentially offending thousands. Candidate Mike Wells approved the mailer in his campaign and now regrets the attention it is getting. For CNN, Corin Hogard reports on reaction and the apology.
This is the message sent to thousands of Fresno voters last week. The words blame Clint Olivier for selling out Fresno neighborhoods. But it's the picture in the background getting the most attention now.
That's not urban blight with barbed wire around the stone brick building. That's not Fresno. That's something that no one ever wants to see again.
Fresno's Jewish community recognizes the image as one of the most painful places in their history, the Auschwitz concentration camp. Temple Beth Israel Rabbi Rick Weiner says he didn't spot it right away because he has just seen so much Holocaust imagery. When he realized what it was, though, he says he was disgusted. And after looking for images of urban blight and decaying neighborhoods on Google and not finding anything like this, he was even more upset.
This was not something that you could find accidentally. So someone who was putting this out knew what they were doing and made a really bad decision.
I showed the images to the head of the local Democratic Party, then watched as he removed the flyers from their downtown office. When I first asked Wells about the image, he denied it was Auschwitz. But then I sent him this photo, undeniably the same one used in the mailer.
When I found out where it really came from, I was very troubled. And if there was anyone that received that flyer in the mail and it conjured up thoughts or memories of World War II era happenings, I would be even more devastated.
ABC 30 political analyst Tony Capozzi says it may be the type of blunder voters cannot forgive.
Even if it's an innocent mistake, it's a major mistake, and it's something you have to be held accountable for.
And that's going to do it for us here at iFIBER 1 News. We want to thank you for watching, and we'll see you again tomorrow.